Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I am here 365 days of the year to take your 12 political questions at 12 noon here Chicago time. Just leave your questions in the chat before I go on. So between 11 and 12 Central Time, Chicago time in the US. And then during the chat, just anything in all caps is how you communicate with me. And other than that, please just type normally. We have people have whole conversations. They're really supportive of each other. It's just really, I'm so grateful to you. And 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And we also have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. So thank you. The deck today is we're using the Housewife Tarot. So that's always fun. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and P. Garrett, I believe is in the email address. I have sent you an email asking for your physical address. Because you won the pouch. You won this very one of these. But I haven't heard back from you, so I do want to send you what you won. So do check your email. It'll be from Sebastian at bookartmedia.com, which is the parent company. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like this today. I was really happy when I saw it. Okay, yes, the cute kitty tarot pouch. All right, the questions today are dire because we read on politics around here and the energy. And if anyone's new around here and you're wondering why the hair, the makeup, the overlays, why all of this, it's because we're trying to keep the energy up here. It's also why I don't swear on this channel and stuff. Trying to keep the energy up here as much as possible because we dive down into the muck. We read on politics, and these are some and stuff in the news, and it gets so dark sometimes. So we try to keep things as light as possible. So we're going to start out with something funny. I don't know if it's funny. It might just be cute. I don't know how to exactly to what to call it, but I so love it just made me happy, and we need something cute just to cheer ourselves up, I think, a little bit. So let me just pull this up. This is older. This is several years old, but I hadn't seen it. So let's just enjoy this very happy bird. Very, very happy bird. This is where we're going to start with a nice high vibrational energy. So share screen, Chrome tab. This bird figured out it can bounce golf balls off of the path at this golf course. Oh. He's got a golf ball. And he's trying to break it, but it bounces. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh. It bounces. This isn't an egg. What is this? Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, look, it bounces. It bounces. So I just had to share that because it was so cute, and we could use some cuteness and some nice energy today. So, okay, put this back up. All right, so excited. Oh, it bounced. So sweet. Okay, so now, alas, we are here to go over the news because we are the new age political junkies, aren't we? So we've got to start reading on the ickiness. And you guys brought your questions, and you bring questions. I'm going to do my best to answer them. No one is 100% accurate at this. That isn't how this works. But it is a way to tap into the collective energy, a reminder that we're all connected. And sometimes we can get some interesting insights. So let's start out with the first question. Claudia's question today. What will happen to the Ukrainian soldiers who are trapped with civilians in Mariupol? They're surrounded and under fire. Will help arrive in time. No. Okay. Ukrainian soldiers. Basically, what's going to happen to Mariupol is what it comes down to. Knight of Cups. Well, they're fighting. The Ukrainian soldiers, they are fighting. Bless. I think we'll be finishing this one with a prayer. Death card. High Priestess. Five of Pentacles. Why, Putin? Why? Seriously, there is nothing you could gain from this that would make this worthwhile. Nothing. There's nothing that is worth this. Some land. Maybe some mineral rights. There's nothing worth this. Wheel of Fortune. Hermit. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. With people suffering in the middle. And Ukrainian soldiers fighting hard, the Ukrainian people fighting hard. This is the Ukrainian people. You're using your higher wisdom. You're fighting for the bigger ideal. And there's death all around you. The only good thing I'm getting here is Russia's in for a world of hurt. The economic isolation, the isolation in general, it's just awful. And it's going to be very damaging. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's nothing there. There's nothing there that's worth this. I'm getting this awful energy. I'm so sorry. And because of that, I'm going to go on to this next question because it's related. 9 minutes in. Both Trillium Treasures and Judith were asking, will Mariupol finally be the tipping point to finally allow other countries to militarily aid Ukraine with boots on the ground? Will other countries actually do something than just giving over? Will other countries get involved to help and not just, oh, here, have some boxes of stuff? I mean, the good news is it feels like it's not just us. I mean, people aren't completely ignoring this, so that's good. 7 of Pentacles. We're definitely giving them a lot of supplies. So there is that to start. Eight of Pentacles, working. 6 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Temperance. Devil. When temperance is not a good thing. When you have temperance in reaction to the devil. This is Russia trying to sort something out with their economy. The 6 of Wands for this far right. The 6 of Wands is the victory card. It's the far right victory, specifically in politics, the way that cards come up for me. And in this particular deck, the Housewife's Tarot, it's a con job. It's like wiping up a crime scene. But they're giving a lot. The West is giving a lot, but just not. All right, people in the West, countries in the West. Because China just said something this morning that it was in support of Russia. What did they? I thought I sent it to Sarah. Sarah's been so great. Sarah is just amazing and helps me so much. Martyr Taylor Greene. Okay, China warns the EU a long war in Ukraine could lead to its breakup, to the EU's breakup. Really? This is from the Times, the Sunday Times. China's state media has warned the European Union that an extended war in Ukraine could lead to its breakup, while assuring Moscow of Beijing's unwavering support. Is Europe prepared to see a 10-year war on its own continent? Imagine what would happen to Europe. It would turn into a bleeding decade? Ew. You're accusing Washington and NATO of prolonging the war by supplying economic and military aid, cheering Ukraine on to fight a 10-year war. Russia wouldn't survive a 10-year war. Forget Europe. EU would be fine. Russia couldn't hack it. Coming from the reading is the 3 of Cups. That's the West coming out of this pretty well. 8 of Swords. So hemmed in. Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Ukraine is going to win. And I don't say that lightly. It just, when I read on this and just now, it was just I could hear it in my brain very clearly. Ukraine is going to win. They just will. Card for the reading and the final outcome. There is a plan. There is more. Ukraine is in bad shape. People trapped, bombs falling from the sky. But Ace of Cups, it's people around the world who care, and it pushes for more support and a plan for more support. And the Russian economy, it feels weak, very, very weak. I just don't think the West is going to be overt about it. I've already heard talk of, they're definitely, the West is sending planes to Ukraine, and there are pictures of all kind of anti-tank missiles being delivered to Ukraine from the West, and. Jay Brumley says Russia's oligarchs weaken their military. Oh, absolutely. And Putin, the original oligarch, the original, thief, state-sanctioned thief in charge of thieves. All right. Nine of Wands. Ace of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Russia's already feeling beaten up. In this deck, the Nine of Wands is this woman on a ladder, but Nine of Wands is quite often, it's like a card of trauma, of PTSD, of just having been through the ringer. But this is another offensive, but this is Russian. But Nine of Pentacles, these are people who have resources and getting more and more from the West. I mean, more and more and more from the West with the Four of Cups and the Chariot. So, which will hopefully lead to justice for Putin. But Mariupol, the energy is, I just want to cry. And the West is helping. They're going to help even more. But they're trying to not cross the line completely. But just in the same way that Putin kept crossing lines, saying, oh, I'm not going to invade Ukraine. Well, I'm not going to do that. These are just exercise. They just happen to be here. Oh, NATO, we're just nervous. So we just happen to be shipping a lot of troops and what have you to the border and material. And gosh, did you overshoot that border? Oh, I'm sorry, that train, it just kept going into Ukraine, and it with all of that military equipment. Gosh, sorry about that. Hey, Putin can do it. So can we. Joanne Marr, yes, we are sending lots of stuff, just not saying. There are planes magically appearing. Yellow stars, blue diamonds, and MiGs. Yay! Piff, puff, poof. All right, let's move on to some international and world news at 19:30. I do have a hard cutoff time on Wednesdays, just so you know. I'm here until no later than 1:40, so just over an hour from now. Plenty of time to get through these other questions. Okay. So, Carla McBride had a question. So let's see here. Carla's question was, we haven't heard anything from Kamala about the immigrant children from South America. that have been separated from their parents for some time. Is there any hope of finding them all? Oh. Hang in there, everybody. Don't forget to breathe. This is like the news the news program for sensitive people like myself. We really want to know what's going on, but it's really awful. Thank you, Animas. All right, children at the borders. These people are monsters. People who do this, they're monsters. Stephen Miller, I am looking at you. Donald Trump, I am looking at you. Princess and Lucius Malfoy, your husband, you did nothing. You didn't walk out in protest. You just sat back, said, "Oh, he shouldn't do that. Oh well." You are despicable, and I despise you. Seven of Pentacles, fruits of labor. Oh well, we've got what we want. Star. Four of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. That's good. That's good. That is Ten of Cups. That's usually the family together with the cups overhead. So at the center of the reading, I've got families coming back together. I've got Temperance here. I've got Ten of Swords. There's damage done. Okay, do not get me wrong. I'm not saying, oh no, everything's fine now. There is damage done to these poor children. But I'm getting hope. This is a card of hope. This is parents who have nothing or near nothing, who are just willing to do anything and are working tirelessly. This feels like families coming back together. This feels like trying to get help for children who've been hurt psychologically, for getting families back together. I've got a card of hope here, and I've got right in the center, I've got this card of families back together. So is there hope? That's what this is saying, including the card of hope. So, and it feels like the U.S. government is trying to sort this out and get these people some help where they can. Al Menzi says, is there a paper trail of the children, or are they lost? It feels like there's a paper trail. Not a good one, but a paper trail nonetheless. So, nonetheless, something that can be pieced together. Plus, if they can just dig through, they can always double check that they have the right kids through DNA. So that's good too. Eight of Wands. Oh, it's just some of the lovely things brought to you by the Trump administration. May you enjoy your time in the dark compacted levels where your vibration is. Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Four of Cups. It's not. I'm getting what they did, what the previous administration was doing. Yeah. Okay. So moving on, 2530. Trillium Treasures had a question. 2530. Will Julian Assange be extradited to the U.S.? Last I saw in headlines, it looked like that was going to happen, but let's have a look. Okay. I need to get out of that energy. But I do wish the absolute best and justice for those poor children, and love and kindness. Bless every one of them. Okay, Julian Assange. Legend in his own mind. Will he be extradited to the U.S.? Last I saw in the headlines, it was saying it looks like, but let's see. I'll give him 3 cards. Four of Cups. A lot of people want to talk to him. Judgment, King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. He's got big important things ahead. This is Trump's card. I wonder if Assange would be willing to talk. Pamela Bryant, calling Boo-Boos and Kitty, you're needed immediately in the studio. He's asleep right there. But we're in this together, and we'll get through it together. All right. He's got some big things. People really want to talk to him. This isn't over for him. So I'm going to guess yes. Yeah, there's big fated stuff ahead of him. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, High Priestess. That's the secrets. Three of Swords. Oh, yeah, the secrets he was willing to hold, but unverified. He's in for some trouble. Where'd you get him? Darren Smith says, I like your cat mom mug. Oh, thank you. My mom gave me that. Thank you. Yeah, I think he is, and I think he's got a lot of questions he's going to have to answer. That's what I'm getting. A lot of information people want. Okay. Hello, Jean. Isabel Moss says, my guinea pigs volunteer to be petted. Oh, sweetness. All right, 29 Trillium Treasures had a question. Kind of worried me for a second. I thought it was a sports question. It was going to be like, I'm such a cliche. I try not to be, but I am such an art or kid cliche. Sports. What color are we wording for? Anyway, luckily it's not quite. Wimbledon has banned Russian and Belarusian players. Will this lead to a trend of sanctioning Belarus as much as Russia? It kind of feels like there's already some sanctioning of Belarus going on. I don't know that, but it feels like it. They're not exactly welcome everywhere they want to be. All right, Belarus, you're going to get sanctioned too? Oh, okay. That was disgusting. I just got this really strong mental image. It's gross, though. It was Belarus. It was like a map of Belarus, but the country on the map, it like morphed into a giant full tick. Ew. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Belarus is not exactly welcome. Toxic Mom says, at least you don't ask how many home runs are during a football game. That's true. Okay, I know not to ask that. I know that. Seven of Swords. Lovers. Yeah, you're yeah. There's a Russian puppet government. Three of Cups. Ace of Wands. You're letting Russia use your stuff. Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. Yeah, Belarus is looking at the world community with that expression of we have some stuff. And Seven of Swords, gossip behind people's back, the knifing, because basically getting out the knives because of their closeness with obscene closeness with Russia. But this is actions being taken against Belarus for their part. So I think there's some pain, and I think the real pain is just starting, but more and more. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Belarus. Seven of Wands. Six of Cups. Boy, I cannot look at that without wanting some pink lemonade. Lovers. Pink lemonade's not my favorite thing in the world, but every time I see that card, it's like, oh, that looks good. Seven of Wands, Six of Cups, Lovers. You got problems. And if you ever want to be a part of the wider world, you ever want to be part of the wider world, because trust me, Russia's not your friend. Then again, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is the people of Belarus are not happy about being about their leader being buddy-buddy with Russia. Am I correct in that? Didn't they have some kind of protests and things like that? Poirot says your tick imagery is apropos to Belarus getting their karma. I took the tick imagery to mean that Belarus is getting fat as a parasite because Russia's using them to hurt people in Ukraine, which means a lot of stuff's going through Belarus, which means Belarus is probably getting something out of this. And so out of the suffering of the people next door, they're not even at war with technically, they're getting fat, and it's disgusting. That's what I'm getting from that. Ew. Ugh. Okay, moving on. Ugh. 35. Okay, Leah had a question. 35. Leah, Integral Soul. All right, we've got a question about Canada. Canada. Ontario Party is a new far-right political party. Oh, no. Started by Derek Sloan. Oh, no. Roger Stone recently endorsed him. Why would that matter? But okay, sure. Will he be successful in his re-election? Oh, so he's already in. Will the Ontario Party gain traction? Sloan was ejected from the Conservative caucus of Parliament in 2019 for receiving donations from a known white nationalist. He's also pro-conversion therapy, anti-vax, pro-convoy, etc. Derek Sloan, you are nasty. You are just bleh. All right, let's read on Derek Sloan, and we'll read on the Ontario Party. Ew. All right, Derek Sloan. For thou art a scumbag. What happened to Derek Sloan? What does this guy look like? I gotta see what he looks like. He's looking like but first moose and squirrel. He I was getting a big mustache and images. He's got a beard. This is him, conservative without apology. Share. Jay Brumley says the face of vileness. Oh, jeez. Derek Sloan. Huh. Isn't there, this picture reminds me of an actor. I can't remember who, though. And get your gross cheek off of my off the ribbon of my basket. Apparently this is him, and conservative without apology. So anyway, that's him. Oh boy. Tina Marie, hola. Nick Cage, thank you. I was getting kind of Nick Cage. No, but there's somebody else too. The guy from Lost. Do you know who I'm talking about? When he had a beard? Something like that. I never watched Lost, but I've seen all the stuff about it. Okay. Derek Sloan, Ontario Party. Pro-conversion therapy? You're sick. William, yes, they are such dirtbags. Yeah. 5 of Cups. Yeah, he definitely wants to rain on our parade. That's us being disappointed. That's us being disappointed because this shouldn't still be happening. Temperance. I like that. Janelle says, Josh somebody. Closer than I am. All right, Temperance, 9 of Swords. Oh, dear. Ace of Cups. 7 of Wands. Chariot. On the defensive. It feels like, you know how they say if you go along with something, you're jumping on the bandwagon. and this far, far, far right stuff, I'm getting a mental image of him like the bandwagon, or it's actually picturing it as like one of those London buses. But anyway, the bandwagon is like just almost out of reach and just grabbed it and stepped on the back, but it's going and it's not um this far right extremism is on its way out. It may not seem like it, but it's actually weakening. It'd be nice if it would happen today, tomorrow, but he's on the wrong side of this, is what it feels like. Yes, never, never. Tell me you're a jerk without telling me you're a jerk. Derek Sloan. Man. See, Ace of Cups, the rise of liberalism. Seven of Wands, these far right beliefs, these people being on the defensive, because the whole band, the whole thing, the whole show, the whole thing's moving on. People are tired of it. They want more quiet. But in the short term, we're horrified. We see what this guy's pushing. It's like, that's disgusting. Conversion therapy. You're sick. You're sick. And I try not to even think about, if somebody tried to put my nephew in conversion therapy. I would be so angry. You would not want to be there. I would probably end up in prison because I would be so mad. I would do some damage to that building or whatever else I would. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. That's abuse. Conversion therapy is abuse. All right, Ontario Party, you blankety blanks. The heck is wrong with you? Luckily for you, welcome to the beginnings of the age of Aquarius. See ya, sucker. And your far right beliefs will be on the defensive. Bye. Fool. I'm reading on the Ontario Party. Fool. Do I need to go further? Tower. Oh my gosh, I love this deck. That is a Jello mold she's wearing as a skirt. And you just know it's going to be a mess the moment she tries to move. And can you imagine the smell? that super, super sweet Jello mold fruity smell. Oh, no, the one in the bottom has veggies. Ooh, and olives. Yes. Oh. Lovers. Okay, Ontario Party is getting the Fool, Tower, and the Lovers. Major Arcana. Being a part of the cult. The Fools have a Tower moment of crashing and lightning and olive Jello molds. Two of Pentacles leaves the whole conservative side a little bit shaky. Jeanette Carpenter says, can't tell you're a Scorpio. I'm guessing that was sarcastic. Six of Swords. Oh, yeah. This is what you're trying to do? Yeah, see ya, suckers. Bye. Ontario Party. It feels like actually like they might have some money issues. Like, let some money get away without being looked at too closely. But there's a tower for this cult thinking. They got problems in their future. All right. What I'm getting is, in the short term, we have to put up with, Pluto still, it's at 28 degrees of Capricorn. It moves so slowly. So it's still at 28 degrees of Capricorn. Pluto's still at 28 degrees of Capricorn. So it's going into, it's digging through the last ickiness, the last gunk of Capricorn. Then it's going to cross into Aquarius briefly in next year, and then it's going to retrograde, take that back, be like, okay, wait a second, last check. Did I leave anything? Did I get everything? Is it all taken care of? So there'll be maybe a last gasp of this kind of garbage, but it doesn't have a future because it's vile. Because it's vile. It doesn't. Everything expires, including patriarchal, racist, misogynistic garbage. It just takes time. All right, 4630. All right, Trillium Treasures and Jen Glenn had kind of the same question. So where am I again? 40. I'll just say 47 for the 7th question. That gives me 10 seconds to take a sip of my tea. All right. So, 2 people asking about this. The GOP has removed one of Trump's highly endorsed candidates from the Tennessee congressional ballot. Are Trump's days as the GOP kingmaker numbered? Actually, my understanding is his endorsements usually fail. But what's Trump's influence? Is it still being felt? I'm curious. One of these days we should read on what Roger Stone said to Trump, insulting DeSantis. Like, what's behind all that? But someday. It's not pressing. But was he trying to placate Trump? Was Trump already talking that way? Or... Sorry. Hold, please. Oh, jeez. Cards everywhere. And stretch. And stretch. Okay. All right. Make sure it's the right way around. Yes. Okay. Where am I? 40, 49. So, Trump, the kingmaker, the would-be king, as a kingmaker or not. You always know you've got Trump's energy, or I always know I've got Trump's energy because the first thing I feel is the clogged arteries. It's like, oh yeah, that's him. Pamela Bryant says, Autumn, good idea. I did a stretch with you. Good. Oh yeah, would-be emperor. Tub of lard between his ears. Two of Cups. basically, who's Trump endorsing? Okay, then that's going to be the worst candidate. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands. People are a little beaten up by Trumpness. Sun and Two of Pentacles. Republicans themselves are hurting. And they have not gotten the memo yet that the super far-right stuff they're doing is really bad for them politically. They haven't twigged. It's not until they start losing more elections that it's finally going to be like, oh, maybe these ridiculous, narrow-minded, far-right things can't actually get us elected. Yep. White supremacy. Ew. Financial uncertainty for most conservatives. People feel beaten up. And again, I'm still getting good stuff in the future for Democrats. So, again, just like with Canada, it's that bandwagon is moving out of town. And Trump was the carnival barker, to mix my metaphors. So, at 52, Carla had a question. All right, 52. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So this is so much easier reading on when you're here. Because otherwise I would just read on this stuff myself, and it's depressing. Plus you guys have great questions I don't even think of. Okay, 52-15. So Carla McBride was asking, will there be any corporations or big businesses, Will there be any corporations or big business people implicated in the January 6 findings that we have yet to learn about? Will they be brought to justice? I think there are going to be quite a few names. I think there are going to be individuals and big business people. I think so. Corporations. You can put it down to the individuals, and the corporations would. It feels like most of the corporations would be like, we don't know him, but you have to see he's the board of he's the head of your board of directors. I've never met this man before in my life. But obviously there are far right companies, and Fox News still has sponsors. That's why I am loath to use Angie's list, because she was so right wing. It was like, okay, I'm done there. I didn't drink Snapple for a really long time because early on they were supporting Rush Limbaugh. It's like, nope. And what did I just see? Okay. Oh, I see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Pamela Bryan says, Autumn is being a lady. She's ignoring our chat this afternoon. She is a lady. You're sweet. I try. Oh, the 5 of Swords. We don't know him. What? He's on the flyer. No, just cut him out. Electrostorm says, I regret using Angie's list. Oh, it's not a good company. It didn't work. It didn't work out for you. Okay. That's why I would, I think it's Home Advisors, their competitor. I don't know. I haven't needed either, but I know I'd call one before I'd call the other, or use the app. How old am I? Back in my day, Back in my day, we had to use the telephone to contact everybody to set up appointments. All right, Moon. Chariot. Big business people, big corporations involved in the January 6th stuff. Death. These cards are not looking good for them. 8 of Wands. That's a whole lot of right-wing stuff. And the Fool. Yes, there are some fools who got involved in this garbage. There will be some howling at the moon. There will be some seriously irate investors, it feels like, and not going to go well for them. But it's really individuals who are going to bear the brunt of it. So, yes, the yellow pages. Yes, exactly. Oh, no. Electrostorm says Angie's List bought out Home Advisors to the same company. Oh, well. Yes, yellow pages. M. Kelpie says another one to add to the list. Swanson, Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Doxy Mom says I used to use that big dusty thing called a phone book. Yes. I remember the phone books. I remember wanting pizza. We're going to have pizza tonight for dinner. Really? Great. Let me get the phone book. You go into the yellow pages and you go to P. And you go down the list. What kind of pizza do you want? And then you go get the phone in the kitchen off the wall with the big long cord. You type in the number. 7 digits. Just 7. Yep. Pamela Bryan says, live in Chicago. It's a no-brainer. You go to Gina's. Or Geno's. Geno's. Sorry. Oh, I'm about to get kicked out of Chicago. Geno's, of course, Geno's. But we moved every couple of years the whole time I was growing up. So I lived in Chicago off and on, but different places in Chicago and whatnot. All right. Yes, it feels like there are going to be people we don't know about yet. All right, at 58, we're moving on to our U.S. questions. Donna Belvin had a question. 58 minutes in. Is this Mallory McMorrow? Oh, my pin's like, we're done. I'm leaving. It's like, no, you're not. Pull yourself together. There. Pin, pull yourself together. Pamela Bryant says you will not get kicked out of Chicago. There have been some very, very bad people from Chicago that have lived there. You're safe. Okay. Hello, Judy. This is the dumbest thing. When it comes to dumb things, this is... Okay. On Tuesday, freshman Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow went viral with a floor speech taking down the GOP senator who accused her in a fundraising email of being a groomer of children because she spoke out for the LGBTQ plus community. I'm a groomer of cats. I brush them. I pet them. Catch hair. Yeah. Brush them. Yeah. Groomer of children. Does she have children? Then she's probably she'll brush their hair. Make sure they have clean clothes on. But other than that, you're sick, buddy. Doxymon, please show video. Oh, Mom says, oh, it was a great video. I don't have a link to it, and I'm limited on time today because it's Wednesday. I'm sorry, but do go looking for for Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow. Apparently, the speech was fire, fuego. Okay. So, what is her future? Will we see her on the national political stage? Michigan State Senator Mallory. Five of Cups. Okay, it's Five of Cups is a card of disappointment, and this could be her standing up after he tried to, dump these cups over her head, and she's just like, really? But let's see. Death. Tower. I know, it's like crazy. Queen of Swords. She took his head off. Page of Wands. Two of Swords. She's been through a lot. She took him down. These men who are trying to speak out against her, they look childish. She's going to be these are legislative and political decisions in her future. That's as far as it's telling me. So making decisions. Will freshman Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow. She one to watch. Will we be seeing a lot more of her? Took her down? Oh, it's a she that accused. Took her head off, took her down. Okay. I just assumed. I shouldn't have assumed. Thank you, though. Accused by a woman. Lovely. Seven of Wands. Devil. Hanged Man. Oh, she hung that woman out to dry. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I've got some people enamored here. She's got fight in her, and she's got some people looking at her. But I'm not getting like, this is a defining moment, but I'm not really getting much about where she goes from here. I'm just getting this. It just gives her a lot of national attention, and she definitely gets admirers from this. But as far as, is she going to go federally? Is she going to Eight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Well, Republicans, this is sitting pretty. This is working and sitting pretty, but then they get that it hurts in the midterms. Some pain in the midterms. So, Chaos Magic says she looks like you. Al Menzi says she may only want local or state government. That's true. Doxy Mom says she's spunky like AOC. Janelle says she'll be a rock star. Fran Urbina is saying there should be more Democrats like her. She looks like you. Really? I'm always fascinated when people say. Let's see. Oh, that is very flattering of you to say something like that. Here, this is her. That's very kind of you to say that I look like her. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm not getting anything more. And it feels like I should read on this maybe in future, but I don't feel like there's anything else. Like I'm reaching out for the energy and I'm not getting anything else. It's just kind of empty. Okay, at 1:05:30. 1:05:30. Will the DOJ appeal the mass mandate? Will the DOJ appeal the mask mandate decision if the CDC deems it necessary? Because we had a Trump-appointed judge who's the national board didn't, I forget who it is at the top of my head. Sorry, very much in an alpha state right now. Not getting trouble accessing the information storage in the brain. So a Trump-appointed lawyer, or Trump-appointed judge who the National Bar Association did not endorse, that was it. They, this judge said, no mask mandates. I'm just going to get like apparently can't words today. Oh, thank you for asking, Donna Belvin. Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, people on the right like it. There's no mask mandate. That could also be the judge himself, sitting pretty. But not a justice card, you'll notice. 7 of Pentacles. Fruits of labor. Getting these far-right judges on the court. 5 of Cups. Creating some disappointment. 9 of Wands. We're feeling beaten up by this far-right stuff. Ace of Wands. And Tower. There's going to be a spike in cases. We know that. You get rid of masks. The more protection you get rid of, the more this thing is going to spread. Shocking, I know. It's this crazy thing called logic. And we're tired of the tyranny of mask mandates, and we're going to do our thing. Yeah, and everybody's going to pay for it. Is the DOJ going to appeal? I think they're going to just be able to just walk into court with numbers and say, what do you want? But hopefully walk into a different court. Oh, boy. All right, at 1:09. 1:09. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She appeals the judge's ruling to allow the challenge to her re-election bid. So the judge, okay. Some people are challenging Marjorie Taylor Greene's ability to run for re-election. They're challenging her right to run for re-election under the 14th Amendment, I think is the argument they're using, which is the one that says if you were involved in insurrection, sedition, whatever, against the U.S. government, you can't hold office. So she went to the judge and said, you know, these little people, how dare they question me? And the judge said, no, this can go ahead. challenge, this legal challenge can go ahead. And so she's, of course, spitting nails. And she's appealing the judge's ruling because people questioning her. Yeah, because they're not little people. And you are not better than anyone else. All right. The challenge to Marjorie Trader, what it comes down to, the challenge to Marjorie Trader Greene's run for re-election. Will she be allowed to run? Temperance. Okay. Temperance, but a lot of it goes into it. Joy, sorrow, justice, instant anger. Temper everything down. Eight of Wands. Oh, this is her. Riding her broomstick. Eight of Swords. Legally hemmed in. Seven of Swords. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. This is a far-right message. People fighting for the far right. She's just obnoxious. Seven of Swords. They're awfully sharp knives. Awfully sharp knives. Trader Green. Will the challenge to your re-election go forward? Doxy Mom said saw a video of her complaining about the case. She looks scared. I did just shuffle, didn't I? Thought I shuffled. Six of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Judgment. Oh yeah. I think she's going to face judgment. I think this is old-fashioned courtroom. This is how America works kind of thing. Queen of Pentacles, she's in a place of conservative power, and she will face judgment is what it feels like. And that's what the cards are saying, Major Arcana, so maybe we'll go through. So that's what the cards are saying. All right, at 127, I'm getting tired. I think those early questions took a lot out of me. Horrible. Okay. At 1:13:30, Electra Storm had a question. Nicky Fried, who is running for Florida governor, wants to sue the Biden administration. Nicky Fried, who's a Democrat, I believe. She's running for Florida government. She wants to sue the Biden administration concerning the federal rule about marijuana users not being allowed to purchase guns. So she wants to challenge the federal law against marijuana users owning guns, being allowed to purchase guns. One, isn't she a Democrat? Two, it's not like marijuana makes you aggressive. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if anything, wouldn't it just... I don't know, trying to stop self-harm? I don't know. Will she win the case? All right. Fried. Ian McGrath. You should be friends with GM Dave. Is that the other one? Four of Cups. Refusal. No, really. No guns. This reminds me. I know it's a cliche, but my favorite line. Did you guys ever read the Stephanie Plum novels? Jen Ivanovich, Stephanie Plum, One for the Money, Two for the Dough. All of those kind of. My favorite book in the series has got to be book 6, where we got to meet. Stephanie had to deal with this stoner guy, and we also were introduced to Bob the dog. Bob the dog scenes, especially the one near the end, I couldn't see. I was laughing so hard. But there's this great line elsewhere in the book where Stephanie's her cars are always getting blown up or whatever. So the main character, Stephanie Plum, she's looking for a new car, and she's in a used car lot, and she's got stoner guy with her. I guess she's keeping an eye on him. And he says, "You should get this one. It has protective qualities." Stephanie says, "Oh, it has a good aura?" And he's like, "No, seatbelts." I loved that. 3 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Justice. 8 of Wands. 3 Pentacles. Well, marijuana is going to be... Pamela Bryan says, I remember reading that. I loved it. Oh, good. It's going to be allowed nationally. It's I don't think you need me to tell you that. But that's what I've picked up for a long time. 3 of Wands. This is what's been going on. The work people have been doing to bring things back. And it is 4/20, by the way, April 20th. 4/20. So people have been working to get it legalized. 5 of Pentacles. Justice, 8 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Well, the on the right, they're totally for this. They're like, yay, more guns. And that justice should get involved. I'm not really, will she win the case? I've just got the right being happy here. I'm picking up at the moment. Pamela Bryan says, I love the interaction between her and her grandmother. Stephanie Plum and her grandmother. Yes. Yes. Judy Barr says, I have all 25 books in the series. I love Janet's writing. I believe I've read all of them too. I'm really boring. I am sober 24 hours every single day. Pretty boring. But I still break out in song and dance, and so, works for me. Okay, I don't know if I need another whole 5 cards, but Judy Barr says I'm in love with Ranger. Well, Ranger's pretty lovable. Nine of Pentacles, sitting pretty. Okay, Star. Quickly, here's Star. 10 of Cups. Woo-hoo. Death card. 2 of Cups. Page of Swords. we're also moving slowly toward fewer guns, better accountability. Slowly. I'm not getting a lot here about her, though. It's kind of a confusing message, I think. Perhaps that's it. Ian just said, if you ever had a small joint, I bet you would start writing. If I ever had a small joint, I bet I would fall asleep. I sit down in the great chair of happiness, and if I sit there long enough, I go out like a light. I need to be up and doing, or I just sleep. Anyway, I'm not getting much. It's like she's barely there. So I don't have much to add. Tammy Bryan says, no, you would start laughing and you could not stop. I've been watching a lot of the best of riff tracks. Have you seen this? Riff tracks is, you know, I was a Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan. Well, the guys got together in the last decade or two, and they're now doing something called riff tracks. And there are best of videos on YouTube. I'm having a great time. I just went through all the Harry Potter ones, and I'm working my way through the Star Wars ones, and it's just fun. How Spirit Works, is this your website? No. The only website I have is the one from my actual publishing company, which is Book Art Media. And there's not even much there at the moment, but there will be. Al Menzi, how's your time? I have 3 minutes. So I'm going to very quickly just do 122.30. It's just the energy today was so awful on some of these questions. So I like just chatting with you guys sometimes. All right, but a quick question, last question from did Florida actually go through with taking away Disney's self-status, that whole thing? I thought they were talking about it. I didn't know they'd actually done it. All right, 123. Jen Glenn's question. 3 more people just spoke out confirming allegations by 8 women accusing Nebraska governor candidate Charles Herbster of grabbing them in public, including teens. Reached under their skirts. They did it? Oh, no. Stupid. We'll have to look at that first thing tomorrow. That's stupid. We'll look at it first thing tomorrow. But anyway, what's going to happen to Nebraska governor candidate Charles Herbster? Anna says he's a sicko. Yeah. It's not like just one person said it. You know? Nine of Pentacles. Al Menzi says, and Drumpy's going to give him a rally. Oh, they could go be sick together. Nine of Pentacles. Sitting pretty. Thinks he can do whatever he wants. Oh my gosh, scum. Knight of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Ace of Cups. 10 of Cups. Star. Rise of Women. Success of women. Go these Knight of Pentacles. I can do whatever I want. 6 of Wands. Far right victory. Masculinity. Oh, nay. Rise of Ace of Cups. Power of women. A little more liberal power. Success of women. liberal power, star, pinhead. Your days, the days of the patriarchy where women are objects are over. So is this jerk going to end up in court, in prison, like he should if he's a molester, if he's a serial molester? 10 of Pentacles. That's a big building, and my brain just said, oh, look, a penitentiary. Devil, yes, what he's doing. Page of Swords, childish bully. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, fines, and he may get himself sued, and he should. 3 Screws boxes, when you're a star, they let you do anything. That wasn't what I was getting. Not with those other cards next to it. That isn't him being a star. Not when you've got a rise of democratic power, a celebration of democratic power, and then a star. That star is not going to be the jerk. No. So at least that's not the way it usually works. No, it's self-defense. Someone puts their hand up your skirt, it's self-defense. And as far as I'm concerned, you have every right to turn around and defend yourself. Ace of Swords. That's legal. That is legal. Somebody is going to bring up something legally about this. Queen of Cups, Magician, 4 of Swords. He's gonna. That is a legal timeout, maybe a legislative timeout. Women are going to come out against him. He's going to get sued, or there's something legal coming against him. All right. Ick. All right. Ew. Ugh. Kind of wishing I hadn't ended on that one. Ugh. But anyway, we got through it. Yay. All right. Oh, Katie Arbuckle saying I just burned 531 calories rearranging furniture. Oh my gosh. Oh, please, please rest. All right. Well, all right. It's 1:42. I do need to go for today, but I will be right back here tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year. Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right. Take care. And at 4 o'clock, I'll be over on Book Art Media, the Book Art Media YouTube channel, if you're interested. Also, if P. Garrett, I believe, I sent you an email from Sebastian at bookartmedia.com. I just need your physical address, and so you can send you what you want. You want a pouch. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.